Hi everyone, this is Kai again. Welcome to another show of Kugi. We're going to learn about working from home, starting up an Airbnb, an overview of that, and then balancing both into like being a parent as well. So this person, I've known her since high school, like many of my guests. She was actually my classmate and she sat right beside me. Still feels like it's just been yesterday that I've known her because she gave me a really good impression. In fact, I can say that she personifies her name. Please welcome my guest today, Joy! Thank you for spending time with us in your busy day.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's such an honor.
Okay,
Yes,
so before we begin, for the people that have met you for the first time here, tell them about yourself.
Yeah.
Briefly.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Joy. I'm a single mom and I'm a multitasker. I juggle work. Currently I have two Airbnb units. I take care of my mom and
Yeah, she and I also share something common. We're also only child.
Oh, yeah.
Only ka-iha, right, Joy?
Yeah, only child.
It resonates with me when you said you take care of your mom.
Yeah.
And so I do the reason why I wanted to speak with you, Joy, is because you do inspire like a lot of people, with whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, just by, as you mentioned, taking care of your mom, being a single parent, and also doing a job that's not really, like, for example, the mode of working is not common. Like, I only know two people actually out of all our batchmates. I only know two people that are working from home. And I want to hone into that because I feel like there's a bit of curiosity on how that works. Like, even for me, because I do work on site. So can you tell us about working from home and just a general information about what you do? And do you juggle multiple clients and where your clients are based and what industry they're in and things like that?
Yeah, of course. Well, basically work from home already started years ago before pandemic, and it was realized during pandemic, the height of pandemic, that work from home, freelance, virtual assistant is doable. It is not necessarily that you need to go to a physical office to work. So you can work as a freelancer wherein it's a project based. I juggled two clients before for the past almost 3 years. However, last May, they removed me because of recession. So I had two clients, one morning shift, a Singaporean client, the industry, they're working in real estate, and the other one, they provide workers for hotels. But the good thing about working from home is less traffic, so you will have more time with your family. Aside from that, you can work anywhere for as long as there's an internet and there is, electricity. You have a laptop. That's very doable.
How about though? You mentioned you have a client that does like providing workers. Where are they based at? Like, what country are they based at?
It's in the US.
Nice. So how did you find this work from home jobs? Like, you go to a website? Did you have a connection that introduced you to it? Do you work for an agency that does work from home?
Well, there are lots of platforms you can work from home, though now that is already not new. So there are Facebooks, there are platforms like onlinejobs.ph, there's Upwork, there's LinkedIn. For me, I find it in Facebook. Just be aware that sometimes in Facebook and other platforms as well, there are scammers. So be aware of that. So
you got your jobs through like referral. Like, because it goes both ways, right? You are careful that the job postings is a scam. From the standpoint, they're also careful whether if you're a real person or you're a scam too. Like, how do you create that trust and that you're a legitimate worker that's wanting to work virtually or work from home?
Well, my night shift for the US client I have, it was a referral, which is a good thing. Basically, there are stages, same thing as your work looking for a job, going to a physical office. There are some processes, so you do initial interview, final interview, there's trainings as well. So yeah,
nice.
That's how you'd know.
Would you say that you need some sort of degree, like a college degree, to be able to do this type of work? Or you think as long as you're willing to do the work that most companies are okay with, hiring you?
Well, not necessarily. It really depends on the company and what the qualifications they're looking for. But it's an edge that you have a degree and an edge if you have that skill that they're looking for. For us looking for jobs, we need to make sure that we research on the company itself so that we are aware and we are knowledgeable of what they do.
I'm going to tell you, I actually tried doing Upwork many years ago. I would say 6 years ago. It didn't work out for me. I guess I think I wasn't doing it right, but I might look into that. So thank you for sharing that information. Now, you have the work from home, like you're working that on a regular basis. What made you think about, okay, I'm going to do an Airbnb? Like, because it can be, Airbnb is such a good platform, but it could also be that you're doing long-term rental. So what made you decide an Airbnb, which is short-term rental property, versus something more long-term?
Yeah. Just to say it though, Kai, I'm very grateful for my clients, my job. It's because that's the reason why I was able to invest in a condo. to get a condo because of
Right.
work.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so work from home is very. Let me just say this: work from home is not for everyone though. They would say it's easy, but it's never easy. Landing a premium job, staying in that premium job, it's because you will never know when you will get fired. Because
Wow.
it's not the same as like in a physical company or office. Here you'll have written warning, verbal warning, and those sorts of levels of warnings. But if they think that you are no longer productive, if you're no longer beneficial for them, instantly you are terminated. So that's the reality of working from home. So it's very important for everyone that if you wanted to be in this industry right now, make sure that if you land your first client, if possible, you get a second one. The reason for that for me, and that's how most of my friends work, because you'll never know when are you going to be terminated. And there's no security, basically. You need to make sure that you save up. And then once you save up, once you land a premium client or a client, if it's doable, get a second client. So if in case you'll get terminated, you won't get zero. So upon going to the Airbnb, I'm so grateful for working from home because it gives me the opportunity to earn money, a larger money because it's US, it's dollars than in the pesos. It gives me the opportunity to get a condo. Me and my daughter stayed it for about a year because a condo was never a decision to have it to be an Airbnb. It should be our place for us to stay in. The reason why I decided to have it on Airbnb, it's because my mom is living alone here in her house, and it's a 2-bedroom house. It's a 2-story house, and then it's just her and 1 dog and 1 cat, and she's already aging. So I've decided that it's a win-win for us if I go back to the house, help her, and then have the condo be on Airbnb so that it's a passive income. And the good thing about it is my first client, my Singaporean client, is on real estate. So I do canvas, I do brochures, so I already know how it works. So I apply it on my Airbnb business. So
I love it. It's so smart how you did that. Like you already have the competency in marketing your real estate because of the work from home that you do, and then you applied it in something that will back up your source of income. Now, you have that. You have the work from home. You've got the Airbnb, and guys, you would not believe she has a second Airbnb in less than 6 months. So tell us about that. How did you?
no,
Because a lot of times, most businesses actually, if you expand very quickly, it works against you because then you need to do more work on the business. Otherwise, you may forget one or the other. But
that's right.
She has a second Airbnb in less than 6 months. Tell us about that.
I basically don't know as well, guys, as to why I did that. But I was persuaded by my friend that I should sublease now. So basically, I did not listen to her because I thought that it would be very difficult like that. But then I have this friend who subleased a property and it was successful. My first one is in Banilad and the second one is in IT Park, which is the center. Yeah, it's in IT Park. So it's a studio though. It's a sublease for a year. So it's just a trial and error. We'll never know. So the good thing about having it subleased, it's because if in case it would not work out, it wouldn't be a burden on my part financially. So I can just let it go and just sell the things, or maybe look for another unit which is more maybe newer or nicer, and just use the other stuffs that I got from the old or the second unit that I had. So it's just a trial and error. I'm not an expert on this though, guy, but I'm just hopeful that this will work. And I don't know if it's about it's the age or what, but right now I'm a risk taker now because I'm getting old and I don't wanna I don't wanna stay stuck in the same place, and I just wanna be busy.
No, I actually agree with that. The first few people that I've interviewed, there's actually a common theme being a risk taker, but calculated risk. Like you understand when you go into that, there's something you can do, as a backup. And I think after the pandemic, most people, like the people that I know, do express a feeling of insecurity in a sense where it can't be just one job. There is a need for another job as a backup, and it's mainly the skill around it. Not so much as you studied for a degree, that's the only thing you're gonna do, but rather a wide range of skills that, like for you, I imagine you can do time management, managing multiple clients at the same time, marketing. That's like a wide range of skills. Now you have 2 Airbnbs, and I do plan to put you together with the other friends that I know that have Airbnb, so then our audience can understand more about the process from selection, decorating, and marketing your place. On top of the work that you do and the business that you have, you're also a parent. So how do you balance all 3 of that to make sure that you have that what we call work-life balance and make sure you're not burnt out, at the end of the day?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, Kai, I do burnt out sometimes. There are times that I get tired. I don't know how I did it or how I do it, but I just do it day by a day at a time. Every day, it's a hustle. My friends would ask me, why do you work so hard? You only have 1 child. I'm working hard because of, first thing is for my daughter. Second thing is I wanted I want to give back to my mama, which she worked hard because, my mom is a single mom as well. She raised me from birth up until now. Gali, she would give me reward, especially if right now I'm her assistant, I'm her secretary. So everything about her documents, her taxes, there is a young how I do it for her and everything. It's just one day at a time. What I can say is when you're having fun or if you like what you're doing, you can do it. And prayers as well. Maybe help. It would help.
As you know, the show is called Kugi and obviously you have hard work or Kugi in you, and you're doing it day in, day out. Just to close out this session, what would you say that's really important to be paired with Kugi in order to be able to manage everything from work from home to your business to being a parent and to be happy as you are, personifying your name, Joy? What would you say?
Well, I would say Kugi and resilience and prayer. Yeah, because without them, for me, without them, I think it wouldn't work. So Kugi, without the guidance of the Lord, you would not be 100% successful. Without resilience, if you stop from what you're doing, if it's not successful, your Kugi will not be successful as well.
Would you say you're resilient also because of the people? You essentially have no option. Like, you can fail, but also that you cannot let failure get in your way because you have people that depend on you.
Depend on me, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Joy, for that insight. And like I said, there'll be more. We're going to have more sessions with Joy to talk about the Airbnb, motherhood, as well as working from home, maybe inviting all our other peers to talk more about that. That way we can help people. Yes. And the difference between this is, the people that interview are real people that are just learning as well. So if you have information there that you want to share, put in the comments below. And I'm going to put the link of Joy's Airbnb down below. Check it out.
Thanks, guys.
Anything you want to say to our audience, Joy?
I'm so grateful and I'm happy. I just want to take this opportunity as well to invite everyone. If you come visit Cebu, please try my Airbnb, Agu House, Cebu. So I have 2 units from Banilad and at IT Park. And thank you so much.
What does Hago mean? What does Hago mean?
A comfortable, simple, cozy stay, somewhat like that. It's a Swedish term. Yeah.
That's a perfect way to end this session. All right, see you on the next one. Bye. Good job, Joy.